Hi guys, so happy to be back with you again for our final story time for our Winter Wonderland series. And we had to do it outside because we had the beautiful snowfall yesterday. And I hope everybody's had a chance to get out and really enjoy the snow, maybe do some snow angels or build a snow fort. Of course, make those snowmen. I haven't gotten to do that yet, but I actually have inside a top hat and a scarf, so hopefully this coming weekend I'll be able to get out and do some snow play myself. Today, our story time, once again, we're going to be in the Spark Story Bible, and we're talking about the parable of the prodigal son, which I believe is on page 378. Yes, 378. So, if you guys can find your story Bibles, you can read along with us. And it goes. The prodigal son. Jesus spent time with all sorts of people, even people who had done bad things. This made some people mad. Why is Jesus always around people who do bad things? They grumbled. Jesus heard them, so he told them a story. A man who had two sons, the younger son, who was a bit wild and crazy, came to his father and said, "Dad, I want to get away from here. I want my money." This made the father sad, but he split his money and gave his son the part that was his. The younger son packed his bag and headed out away from home. The son traveled to a faraway country and spent all his money on fancy parties and food. Soon he had no more money and no place to stay. Lucky for him, he found a man who let him sleep in his barn if the son fed the pigs. "What am I thinking?" he said to himself as he fed the pigs. "The men who work for my father have more than enough to eat, and here I am starving to death. I'll go home and say to my father, 'Dad, I made a big mistake. I'm not good enough to be your son, but would you let me work for you?'" So he went home. It's kind of hard to turn the page with Penny on my lap. She's on my arm. Sorry for the interruption. While he was still far away from his house, his father saw him. His father ran and threw his arms around him. The father put a ring on his son's finger and shoes on his feet and ordered for a party to be thrown for him. The older son saw his father's servants preparing for the party and asked, "What's going on?" "Your brother is home," said a servant, "and your father is having a party." This made the older brother angry at his father. "I have always done what's right," he said to his father. "I've worked hard for you, but you never gave me a party. Now my brother came home after you wasted your money. Why are you throwing him a party?" "My son, you have always been with me, but your brother left, and now he is back." The people understood. Jesus spent time with those people because even though they had done bad things, they decided to change their lives and live like God wanted. This made Jesus so happy. That is a fabulous parable for us all to really take to heart, because yes, we do need to strive to be a good sons and daughters and friends and be good Christians, but sometimes we do make mistakes, and sometimes we don't do the right thing. But we need to know that in those instances when we're really sorry in our hearts that we made maybe a bad decision or didn't do something that was right, that God is there with open arms to forgive us and to give us a big hug and welcome us back into his fold. So remember, it's always good to try and strive to do your best, but we're all human and we all mess up, and God is there to forgive us. And we're always welcome in God's kingdom. So hope that you have all enjoyed this Winter Wonderland series. I know that Penny and I certainly have. Thank you, Penny, for once again joining us for story time. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week. And next week, stay tuned. In February, we're going to start the next series that is called called Love Notes, and it's all going to be about, well, obviously because of Valentine's Day, I chose that particular topic, but different kind of love your neighbor and love, just love all around for February. So hope you are looking forward to the next series, and we will see you then. Until then, bye-bye.